going on YouTube? The Ps4 here, and welcome back to my channel. Today's gameplay is a little domination. Oh God, he said domination. Yeah, you're goddamn right, he said domination. It's been a while since I played Call of Duty, and I had to get back into the swing of things. I'm not using an SMG though, so just leave me alone. You got some domination with an assault rifle. Okay, fair enough. This game isn't the world's greatest game, as they never really are here on my channel, but it was a good game for me after not playing COD for a fair amount of time, which all of you guys know that if you take one day off of playing COD, it's like you've never played the game, at least for me. Like, I have to constantly play in order for my skills to stay sharp, because the level of competition is typically pretty high. Like, people play a lot of COD, so they're usually pretty decent at it. The people I manage to run across, I don't know how you guys get in some lobbies where the people just look like they belong, you know, in on the short bus with their helmets. Like, I don't get how you're getting into those lobbies, but god damn it, I sure wouldn't mind being in some of those myself. But I never seem to get in those lobbies. Maybe I'm just not as good as some of you guys, which is probably the case too, and I'm okay with that, because I do play this game for fun, and I keep saying which is kind of annoying, so we're gonna stop doing that for the rest of this commentary. Anyway, I play games for fun, especially Call of Duty, even though it does get very frustrating at times. So this is just kind of like me getting back into the swing of things. So I hope that you enjoy it a little bit, and let's not worry about the gameplay and worry more about me. So let's talk about some things. First and foremost, the PlayStation reveal. Woo! Yeah, that's right, he's gonna go there. They revealed the PlayStation 2 days ago, and I hate to say it, but I'm hooked. It looks good. Oh my god, does it look good. I know you've seen like 100 videos by now on the PlayStation 4 and what they talked about at the conference, so I'm not really going to go into what they talked about, because, I mean, hell, you've probably already seen it. But what I do want to cover is some of the things that I found to be very intriguing. First and foremost, I thought the little touchpad that's in the middle of the controller was a screen. All the rumors that we've been hearing for the longest time was that that's going to be some kind of LCD display screen. Maybe they'll put maps down there. I know on the Effortless podcast we kind of talked about, oh, if it is a screen, it'd be cool if you could just tap your kill streak, you know, to call it in. But it looks like that's just a touchpad. Like, it's the same material that the back of the PS Vita is, and it looks like it's just going to be touchpad, no LCD screen, which, in my opinion, is a good thing. Had they put a screen there, that would only increase the cost of a controller. Now we're going to end up spending, you know, $100, $120 a controller instead of the $60 that we spend right now, which I still think $60 is pretty damn pricey. So I'm glad that they didn't put a screen, because they're keeping the controllers at a cost-effective rate by not doing so. What else? What was the next big thing? I really like how digital they seem to be pushing. I'm bummed that they included an optical drive. Now, if you don't know, at the reveal they didn't talk about actually having an optical drive in the PS4, but if you did some digging, especially from the PlayStation website, which is how I know it's legit, they're including a Blu-ray drive with a 6x read speed to it, which is 3 times as good as the one in the PS3, which is a 2x read speed. But now we're getting way technical, and that's not the point. I kind of bummed. I wish they wouldn't have done that. A lot of the things that they talked about at the conference were how digital the PS4 would be, how integrated it would be with like the things you like. If it was gonna look at the games you played, and it's gonna auto download games for you, so that you can just select the option to buy them if you want, and not have to wait on these download times. They'll already be there. That was a really big appeal to me. That was like, oh, we're switching to more of a digital platform thing here, and I kind of wish that that was the case all around. I would be more comfortable with the no used games thing if everything was digital, because if everything was digital, then it would make sense that there isn't the ability to play used games. You can't really trade in digital games. You can't really trade digital games with your friend. It just doesn't quite work. So had it been all digital, I would be way more comfortable with the no used game thing. However, they did not confirm, nor did they deny the no used game thing. So let's keep that in mind. That's still up in the air. That's still left to speculation, and hopefully it's not the case, especially if we're going to remain physical hard media. Now, on the flip side of this, as much as I wouldn't mind seeing it go all digital for the content, at the same time, I'm really happy that it didn't. because I like the fact that I have a physical disc for the money that I spend. Something about actually being able to hold the product that I spend my money on means a lot to me. And Xbox has shown that they've had issues with their games on demand where you'd buy a game, you delete it to make room for another game, and then you decide, oh, I want my old game back. You go to download it, and it's no longer in the marketplace. Well, now you're out of your money. You don't even have the game that you paid for because you deleted it. That's unfair. That would have to be addressed with the PlayStation Store if they were to go all digital. So, in a way, I'm kind of bummed that they're not going all digital. And at the same time, I'm kind of okay with them not going all digital. So I don't know, it's a toss-up. But I thought it was interesting how digital they're making the content and how the PlayStation is going to tailor the content to you. We'll see how well that works. I feel like a lot of things try to tailor content, you know, to your user experience, and it never quite works out all that great. But hopefully they get it right, because there's a lot of potential for it should it, you know, it be done right. So that's kind of cool to me, and hopefully that becomes something really cool. The biggest thing to me that I thought was amazing was the games they were showing. First and foremost, they look fantastic. But Drive Club seems like it's going to be the most badass driving game on the market. It's going to be the best racing game that we've seen in a very, very long time. Now, the kicker between Drive Club is how they do it. To me, Forza is too simulation to go online and have fun with, whereas a game like Need for Speed, like let's take Hot Pursuit, isn't fun because it's too arcadey. So if they make Drive Club and it's a good blend of sim and arcade, I think it'll work great and it'll have a lot of appeal. But if it's super simulation, not very many people are gonna, you know, buy into it as much, and then I see it, you know, faltering and dying in that event. So hopefully they get the blend right. But Drive Club definitely has me hooked. Again though, if there's no used games, I don't know, I'm gonna have a hard time supporting these companies if we can't play used games and they're on physical media. I know I put out a video saying that I won't be supporting them, and that's kind of a very definite like position to take. It holds a lot of weight to say I'm not gonna do it. There's gonna be a lot of factors that I have to look at, and I would much rather not support them. But in reality, they're probably gonna get supported. It's just a matter of who and who, you know, feature-wise, and if it's worth it to me. If the games become worth it to me, then that's great. I don't know. It's gonna be tough though. It's gonna be really hard because it's not so much the games as it is the morals behind putting people out of work. So anyway, enough on the PS4. Those are my thoughts, man. I don't want to, you know, as I said, didn't want to get too much into it, but those are a couple of things that blew me away. Oh, the other cool thing that blew me away is like the screen sharing shit. Like you could just, oh look, Timmy's online. Now let me go watch what he's playing. You can see what he's playing. You can watch him, and he doesn't even really know that you're watching him. So it's kind of like cyber creeping on him. But like, oh, if Timmy needs a health potion, cool, kick one in the game for him. Like that's kind of cool that they did that. It's pretty interesting, and I'm really curious to see how it plays out. All right, enough PS4 talk. Let's get on to some announcements, man. It's Friday, and that means I usually talk about some things. The Small Guys podcast is coming back this weekend, baby. So show up. It's going to be on the Dire Charlton's channel. Also, I will tweet the link when that goes live so that you know where to go in case you don't want to go subscribe to his channel, which I don't know why you wouldn't want to. He's a cool-ass dude, and he puts out decent content. So go check him out. If you don't, his link's in the description. For if you're curious to what time the podcast is, well, that one's easy. It's 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. And for all the rest of you time zone having mofos, you're going to need to use Google because I'm not going too far out of my way here to come up with the time for you. And I know you're smart enough to do it, so just do it. So that's what's going on with the podcast. Another announcement, if you don't know already by now, I am affiliated with Haybase. So I have a series over there. There's one episode in right now at the time of this. I think the second one goes up today. But it's a series where I play a game of Sticks and Stones generally, and I act like I'm the character. And it's quite funny. It's actually pretty hilarious. Last episode was Redneck Randy. It's got that little annotation. That's the annotation that's been on the screen this whole time. Go check it out. It's hilarious. I actually had a blast doing it. And the next episode, I'm going to spill some beans, but this is so you guys check it out. The next episode is Gay Gary. Now keep in mind, guys, This is all just fun and a joke. Please don't get offended. I'm making fun of a slew of stereotypes. Okay, so it's not like I'm picking on one group, so keep that in mind. It is a slew of stereotypes. I've made fun of my own stereotype. It's perfectly fine. Take a joke, please. But that's going to be on Haybase, so you're going to want to check that out. And as soon as that one goes up, the little annotation guy on my screen, that's going to change to the new one every time it goes up. But go check that out. There's a lot of directors over there, guys, that put up great content, and you might just find your new favorite commentator should you go check out Haybase's stuff. The link for the Haybase channel is also going to be in the description. Thirdly, and lastly, this is a personal announcement of mine. I'm quitting tobacco. This is actually day 3, and I'm doing fantastic with it. I haven't had any nicotine or tobacco in 3 days, and it feels weird, I guess. Like, I'm definitely jonesing for some, but I'm doing good for the most part. So let's see if we can keep it on. If I get a little testy or my comments or my commentaries start to waver a little bit over the next week, then you know why. Just bear with me, and we'll do what we can. So thanks for stopping by, guys. I hope you enjoyed the game, and we'll see you next time. Alright, 2 videos on the screen, guys. The one on the left, if you click it, guess what? It opens in a new window. It's actually super cool magic. Chris Angel's jealous of me. If you click on the one on the right, it also opens in a new window. Damn, I am hooking you guys up with all this magic, and you're not even having to pay for it. So that's pretty cool in its own. That big yellow subscribe button, if you click that, all the women are instantly going to be all over your nuts, and that's just the reality of it. Plus, you become one of the coolest YouTube users ever if you click that big yellow subscribe button, and that's a damn fact. Also, guys, follow me on Twitter to find out what's going on. I'm going to be tweeting the link to the podcast. I tweet when I'm going to play. That's how I interact with fans. I usually respond damn near instantly if you guys tweet me. So if you want to get a hold of me, tweet me. It's a good time. So follow me on Twitter. All right, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. It really means a lot to me. Your views definitely matter to me, and I appreciate the fact that you shared a portion of your time with me today, and that really truly means a lot. So thank you so much. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and remember, if you chew on aspirin pills, they're kind of bitter.